Man, the Clemson Classic this afternoon. We've got a doubleheader of softball for you as the Clemson Tigers get set to take on the Red Hawks of Miami, Ohio, and then later on UConn, along with the coach, Scott.
Just a fraction weaker. So it takes a little bit more to hit a ball out of the park.
Here's the 2-2. Tapped it into left field, kind of stuck her bat out, and it flares into left field for a leadoff base hit for Cummings, who went 1 for 3 in the opener against Ole Miss, and she leads off with a single to left. Here's Golombuski, Jenna Golombuski, the right fielder. In the opener, she was 2 for 3 and drove in 3 runs against Ole Miss earlier this morning. She swings and grounds the first pitch to short. Logolea second one, relay to first. Not in time, so it goes 6-4 on the fielder's choice.
Yep. Good job at the home plate umpire. Jeremy Morrison's working at first today, and John West over at third.
2-2. In the dirt, runner goes. That'll be a stolen base, no throw.
Yeah. Picked a good pitch to run on. I don't think she knew it was going to bounce, but it did.
That's her out pitch. And now they're going to say she left early?
Whoa, yeah. That was a delayed call.
So there you have it. That's a big second out. So erase the stolen base.
Yeah.
And the putout's going to go 3 unassisted since she was at first base. Back to the plate with the payoff pitch. And it's strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
They've got their long sleeves on. They've got their hats,
short.
but they're here.
And speaking of being there, there's Alex Brown slapping it to short. Infield base hit. Good start for the Tigers.
That's what your staff.
Yeah. Miami is 1-1 in this classic. The 2-1. Swung on and driven to center field. Kobayashi going back on the track. She'll have just enough room to make the catch. Back to first is Brown, 1 down.
Yeah, Clark got under that one just a little bit. Took it to the warning track.
2 pitch is lined into left field, a base hit.
That's just like similar to the hit we saw Cummins have to start the first inning from Miami. But I think that Nolar's having the luxury of getting settled in without all of that attention.
3-0, and that's ball 4. The bases are loaded. Yeah, and one of the things that I noticed early on, particularly in Clearwater, is her patience at the plate. I mean, there are times when you're a freshman and you're going to try to do too much. But for the
position where she is very comfortable, and she's now become a little bit of a boisterous leader in this group, and she can swing the bat when she has to.
And she pops this one a mile high in the left field. It'll be the left fielder Banks coming in and making the call on the catch, and the runners have to hold.
Yep. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what, when you're pitching with the bases loaded and 1 out, Hitchcock got a gift right there.
Sure.
She's open for business.
Yeah, she's open for business now. Because what you get 3-0, you're getting 3-1, aren't you?
Yep.
And here it is. And it's popped up towards the dugout, but the third baseman will have room, and that is Spade, and the inning is over. So good job by Miami to get out of trouble.
Yeah, the team knows how to hit.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss.
And we cursed them. So
looked like a pitch away that she chases, and that is the second. 2-2 is tapped to first. Nolar fields and will tag the runner, and they're 2 away.
Yeah, that was a very, very innocent little ground ball. Easily, 4 home runs.
She's got 4 home runs. Who doesn't on this ball club?
Yeah.
And she taps one fair just inside the bag at first on a check-me swing. Over to third goes Bartholomew. And back-to-back singles with 2 outs, and the rest of 2 strikes, first and third, 2 outs, no score, top of inning number 2. The 0-2. Runner goes, pitch is taken for a ball, so it's a stolen base, put runners at second and third. Kobayashi now 3 for 3 on the year. McCubbin delivers the 1-2, and it's a swing and a miss. She struck her out with a changeup, coach, and the threat goes by the board.
There it is. If you can pull the string.
With the fan, so that works a little better. But she's ahead in the count, 2-1.
Out of Nashville.
She swings and lines it into left field, a base hit. That's a rocket, coach.
That ball was hit hard. The left fielder had to play that almost like an infielder trying to knock down a ball. That ball, I would just really love to see a productive out here from JoJo Hyatt.
Well, she shows bunt and bunts it in front of the plate. And the hesitation by the catcher and the third baseman, but eventually the third baseman makes the play. No one covers third, and Lungalea goes all the way to third on the play.
Big miscommunication right there.
Me to kite. Something tells me he's not. Here's the 3-1 to Oda, and she takes ball 4.
Yep.
And so first and third, nobody out. Another opportunity for Clemson.
Well, there's one skill power hitter, so there's no force play out at second base.
Pitch is swung on and popped up into shallow left center. The shortstop goes up, drops the ball, and scoring from third is Hyatt. And that may be a very weird official scoring decision of a sacrifice fly.
Yep. You always tell the outfielders to call off the infielder if you possibly can. And
the 1-0, and it hit her.
Oof.
And by the way, that is going to be ruled an error all the way on the shortstops.
Yep.
The 0-1 swung on and driven into deep right center field, and Clemson has taken a 5-0 lead. A no-doubter in the right center, and it's a grand slam for one of the nation's best, Valerie Cagle.
That is Cagle being Cagle right there. Steps up at a big moment.
Crowd loves it. Win, no win. That's out of any ballpark.
Everybody needs to be aware.
This team asked him about Valerie. He used that same terminology. Generational talent. Here's Noller. Base is now empty, and she lines it into right center field. That's a base hit. It'll roll to the wall. Noller cruises into second with a one-out double, and the beat goes on to the Tigers.
And Noller did something very, very well. I mean, these are just things that I look at, and it probably don't mean a whole lot, but she got a great turn at first base. Never broke, but they want to get her. She needs to get hot. She's only at 261 right now. I say only 261.
Pitch is swung on and popped up in the left field. Banks comes in, makes the call, and makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. But a very good top or bottom of the second for the Tigers. They score blanket, is it? Nothing blanket. Yeah, they're great.
We cover all subjects here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. 3-2. Swung on, popped up, shallow right. Coming in is Cagle, making the call and the catch. One away.
And no problem to her. In the batter's box. You know, she's got 11 RBI.
She swings and hits this one to deep short. Lungaleo fields, but won't have a play. It's an infield hit. She's 2 for 2. And let me tell you, we saw 4 homers in game 1.
Yep.
There were Jenna's at the plate. 1 on, 1 out. With the wind blowing today, you're one swing away from always getting back in the ball game for the most part.
Sure are.
This one is popped up. Will the wind keep it in play as it comes back towards the first baseman, Noller, in foul ground? She makes the catch for out number 2.
And you actually saw.
She does not get cheated.
No, she doesn't. No, that's a swing. That's not a check.
No, sir. Runner on, 2 outs.
But if I had 14 RBI, I'd be swinging too.
Back to McCubbin. Takes her time. Knocks it down. Fields and throws, and the inning is over. Another good frame for the right-hander.
And that's that shutdown inning that you want when you're up 5 runs.
And she got it. She did. And also, Coach, ball back to the mound. She didn't panic.
No, she don't. No, she didn't. Environment playing in the Pac-10 and Pac-12 back in those days. He broke in as an assistant at the University of Washington.
Payoff. And that's ball 4, so the leadoff batter aboard for the 3rd straight inning for Clemson.
Yeah, and that's usually good.
I'm going to take a picture of
there's
parking lot.
People sitting everywhere.
Pitches a ball. The throw down as the runner goes. Lungalea is not in time. It's a stolen base. Second of the day for the Tigers, first for Aaliyah.
And with a little bit of construct, both playing at the same time, the parking lot outside the right field fence here at McWhorter, it almost looks like, it does look like a football Saturday almost. I mean, that's how densely they're parked in there.
Often do they?
No, and she's such a competitor. We're talking about Mackenzie Clark. She's very tough on herself.
1-1. Swung on and ripped to left. That's a base hit. They will hold the runner at third. That's Lungaleo, and the bases are loaded for Valerie Cagle. Into this jam, base is loaded. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and tapped towards third, picked up by Hitchcock. Underhand toss off the glove. 2 runs are going to score. We'll see how they rule it as it went off the glove of the first baseman. And Cagle reaches. Clark goes to third. 2 runs stops. Does she make an accurate throw? Anyway, here's Noller regardless. 2 runs scored. The pitch. Swung on and grounded to second. Fielded there by Parks, and the throw over the first will end the inning. But the Tigers get 2 more. We have played 3. It's now 7.
Closer to some than you are the others. You have some that you can talk to, some that you just don't want to talk to, but they do a really good. There's a nice job of going the other way right there.
Yeah, Buick swings and grounds it into right, a base hit. 5th base hit. Miami's not. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Pulled to short. Lungaleo fields. Second one. Relay to first will not be made, but the fielder's choice goes 6-4.
Got that lead runner.
You don't want them full of the Red Hawks.
No. Well, you've seen what's happened
Yep.
both times that Clemson's loaded the bases.
Kobayashi swings and hits it to deep right center, but Clark will have room shy of the track. And another nice job by Brooke McCubbin. She worked. Here's Moore. She swings and pops it up into center field. Kobayashi over now in the left center. One pitch, one out in the fourth.
That thing was hit so high we could have covered it.
And the catcher, oh, by the way, from Miami is McKenna Campbell, who was in the game. There's a pitch that's inside, back to the screen. It's a one-out walk.
I didn't catch that. That's why you're who you are.
Yeah.
You get it over with when you can.
So Lungaleo has walked, singled, scored twice. Pitch is in there for a strike, and Baumhart goes, and she's going to get a stolen base.
That's what John is doing there.
Yeah. Runner at second, one out. The pitch swung on and hit into center. Kobayashi going back in the right center. Makes the catch. Baumhart tags. She'll cruise into third. And she'll remain there with two out. Picture with him. Oh, by the way, Maddie Banks to lead things off. Check swing. Fly ball left center. It's going to drop for a hit.
Nice
over
job.
quickly.
What
Clark.
a nice job by Clark getting over there holding her to a single.
Great job. That ball carried a little bit. The Cub liked that.
If you miss, Miami's going to officially think they got something going on.
Payoff. Low ball four, and the bases are loaded.
Yep. Now your mindset changes now. You really, if you're Clemson.
One ball and no strikes. Couple of hits and a walk. And a fly ball into center. Clark has room, makes the catch. Her throw will come into third. So the sacrifice fly RBI will score the first run of the afternoon.
Well, that
for the Red Hawks. And you've got what looks to be the catcher on deck. The pitch swung on and looped to short. Caught by Lungaleo. Throw back to second, not in time.
Yep.
And so you got McKenna Campbell.
Yeah. There you go. Now Clemson's in a great spot to get out of it with.
Still first and second, two outs. Not completely out of the woods yet, but she's getting closer. Here's the 1-0. Skips in there, gets away from Hyatt, and the runners move up. Second and third now with two away. On the wild pitch, Coach.
It was a wild pitch.
2-2 to Campbell. And she lines it foul down the right side.
Stayed alive, though.
Yeah.
Stayed alive.
One of the things that, and you mentioned it early, yes, this team, not with this.
Not looking at this lineup.
The way they swing it. It's going to be hard to keep them in the ballpark. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and looped to short. Lungaleo is there. And Reagan Spencer, when it's all said and done, a nice job out of the bullpen. She walked the first.
Confidence about them. They'd love to score one or two here to get one to get the run back, two to end the game.
Oda bunts, and she's thrown out on a nice play by the third baseman.
That was a good play.
Spade. She's also scored a run back in the second. She slaps it shortstop. Nope, third baseman cuts it off, throws, not in time. Ball ricochets off the fencing behind first baseman. That's another base hit, another inching third base, going through a set of signs. Oh, by the way, Jesse Harper down at first. Here's the 1-1, swung on, looped into left center. That is going to drop for a base hit. Quick throw to second, not in time. Brown moves up, and now here's Cagle with a chance to do. The batter is still Valerie Cagle.
Yeah, that's the bad news if you're a Red Hawk.
That's right. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and ripped into right center field. Kobayashi goes back, and it's gone. And the ball game is over.
Suddenly.
A line drive rocket in the right. It's a 3-run home run. The Tigers are going to win this game by a final score of 10-1. And, oh, by the way, an 8 RBI game for Cagle in a grand slam.
There was like a 2-iron hit out of this ballpark. That thing had line drive double written all over it, but it just kept going.
Well,
into the wind, by the way.
I thought it had a better chance of going through the wall than
Yes.
over the wall,
Yes.
but it got over the wall.
It sure